Yo, so at the beginning of the year, right, we made three promises, right? I don't know if you remember, but we talked about three things that we were going to do in this shop during this year. And so far, we've had a pretty good track record. One of them's done, right? One of them's in work. And, the third one, any guess what it might be? Stick around. Check out this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop. You're going to find out. All right, guys, all right. I'll refresh your memory, all right? Number one, we were going to get the Oldsmobile done, and we were going to find the perfect guy that was going to fall in love with that car. Nailed it, right? Number two, we were going to get the Bel Air running, driving, and finish that thing, right? We wanted to get that thing legit. It's in work. It runs and drives. You guys seen it. I've driven it on a couple of the episodes recently. I mean, she ain't got no brakes. You don't need brakes to run and drive. Prove that one. So, but we're waiting on parts, right? Supply chain issues is real, and I think we're about to go with a new supplier for a couple of things. This is getting a little ridiculous. So we're gonna see about that. But she's sitting right outside, and it's we're at a stopping point. I don't want to tear into it and make it immobile in case I got to move it around because. Well, you guys see, I move things around a lot. I got a lot of stuff. That's it. We got the Jeep in the shop now. We got bikes. We got a lot of stuff going on, right? So, yeah. I got to keep things moving around the shop. So I can't just tear it apart and let it sit. I know a lot of you guys might think, oh, you got this big shop. The bigger shop you have, the more crap you acquire. Ask me how I know, right? So, trying to hold off on that. The third thing that we said we were going to do is get this Ford knocked out, right? So for those of you that don't know, it's not my truck. And I usually don't mess with other people's vehicles, but super cool story. My buddy Jay's involved in it. It's his best friend's truck, this guy Scott, solid dude, and we want to get it done. So it's a long-term project that I'll show you another video prior. The underneath of this trim, oh, forget about it. It looks diamond, beautiful, right? Interior is like pretty much legit, but needs paint. Needs kind of finished up in this region here. Well, that's where we come in, right? We're gonna do some things, all right? Get some doors fitted. Eventually, we're gonna be the guy that paints it. We want to try out one of those inflatable paint booths. We're gonna try and do that. And, I think it'll come out really, really cool. But it's been sitting here for a hot minute. Scott, I feel terrible. Life has just gotten in the way. I know you know, but so Jay's coming over here, right? And we're gonna make a little money on it and kind of see what we can figure out. And, hopefully, if things go right, we'll make some progress. Probably make Scott happy, and you might need a little kick in the ass to kind of get the project going. So that's what we're hoping is going to happen today. Guess we're about to find out. Way better is that I don't even have rear protection here. I'm good.
No, you're not good. All right, QA1. Second thought.
Right. So I feel like we might owe a little bit of clarification of what we got going on. Okay. We went from absolutely nothing to me cutting a door.
Yes, we did.
So there's a nice view of Jay's butt. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it.
He's got it. He's got it. So what we're trying to do is trying to fit this door. This region here was not very good. I'll bring you over to the other side right quick to show you what I'm talking about. See this here? You see this angle? It's not even not good. Up here on this door is a little better. So the fitment of the doors is not great. They're not the original doors. So this is the really bad part. The rest we got lined up pretty decent. So I don't know if our idea is going to work. The two of us discussed it and we came up with a whole bunch of redneck plans. And I think this one might be a keeper. Because you know why? It involved duct tape. That's how you know it's good. So, let's see if we can get down here to see that. Yeah, can you see it? Can you? Almost, maybe just a light. Right there.
See where it's at least.
Yeah. That guy goes in there. See? Closer. Dude. Way closer up top. So if you guys, I don't know if you, I did say in the video before, you couldn't even close this. This was starting to come out. You couldn't, back there wouldn't line up. It was way, way off. We got some more, we got a little more adjustment to do.
But we're getting, this is about there. We got a little bit here.
We put some washers, like shim washers. So what I'm talking about here.
Yeah. Well, we won't be able to see them.
You won't, that's the key. But behind these 3 bolts is some shim washers. And what I was cutting was this right in here. See? Because we didn't have,
Bringing us out well,
we had to bring it out a little more.
not that much. Whatever that is. 1/8, maybe. I don't know.
Sure,
So, yeah.
not
That's
much.
that.
So,
We have no adjustment that way.
yeah, not too much adjustment. So we got some washers behind here and we duct taped them in place because that's what you do. And, yeah, so that's what I was cutting right there. If I didn't show you, you wouldn't know.
Right. Let's see. Now, we have the latches too. Play with that.
Yeah, they're in the bed.
Play with that next time. But this is that's pretty close. This is all.
Yeah, this was nowhere to be.
All tweakable.
This was way out before. It's all pretty good now.
Pretty good now. We still have this little bit here.
There's a little
We're
bit
gonna
here.
work on. But honestly, I think if we have the weather strip in
The
there,
weather strip's gonna make a difference for sure.
we should set a piece in there and close it just to see
Where it all sits,
what
everything.
what all that's going to do. But you're still going to have this little bit here. But inside now,
Is it lined up? Is it closer?
it's still over. Yeah, it's still over. You know,
What if we put
if
in,
that was perfect, it would be perfect.
right?
so yeah.
And here's what he's talking
Continue
about
working.
there.
Yeah.
When this dash comes around right here, I'll use my other hand. Dash comes around right here. This is all kind
Same one,
of
right?
grows together. So it's got to line up. You can see it
Yeah.
on the other door there too. Zoom in. That spot right there.
Yeah. This little gap there.
So
Yeah, we're getting closer.
that's it. A little bit at a time.
That's right.
Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what they tell me.
Wow. There's even more shit in this door.
Sweet. Yeah.
This was garage gift, Scott.
Yeah. We got him. We got him. This all came out of, and that's not counting all the stuff we picked up out of there. Bolts
Yeah,
and
that's true.
springs and washers and stuff.
It's in here on the floor. I gotta throw it away. It's weird when you step on it. Yeah, we got springs, we got screws, we got all kinds of heavy shit.
So yeah, it's they're solid though. So that's awesome. That's the key right there. We can move the metal around a little bit as long as they're solid. But all right, we'll put this down and see what we're gonna do next year or what's going on. But we're finally working on the Ford.
Yeah, it only took. Oh, we don't want to discuss
Let's not talk about that. And we're both Chevy guys.
Yeah, hey,
Son of a.
this is all this.
You gonna leave it there?
Let's just leave it right there.
All right.
This is a labor of love.
There it is. All right, guys. So yeah, Jay had to take off, but let me show you what we were doing. When we start working a lot, we kind of get, we got this door on and off and everything else. So we got a little bit of adjustment out of these. We put the washers behind here, like I said. We widened this gap so we could push it and make room for that shim. And guys, things are looking a lot better. So close this door. It's still not perfect. I get it, right? Right here needs some more work, and we're gonna get there. But this was off all the way, and it's getting there, guys. The big part we were really worried about was up here. This up here was actually, you can see the mark. It was digging into the metal there when you close the door. Now it's not doing that. So the latches aren't on, so things will be a little different. Weather stripping will make some more room, all that kind of thing. Well, actually, it'll take away the room. It'll make it get into place more, is what I'm trying to say. So we got a lot of work done here. It's one of those, take it on, put it off. Take it on, put it off. No, wait, that's wrong. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. That's right. So that's what we're doing. We're done for the day, but guys, compared to how this looked when we started, I am mad about it. So we didn't record nearly what we wanted to, guys, because, well, hey, we're getting better. At least we recorded something, right? But, yeah, so we got some work done. I know I was really worried about these doors. Kevin was super worried, like legit. He actually told me that he had a dream about having a pie cut him and stuff to get it. So luckily it's not that bad. We just got some more work to do. And I think this might be a little kick in the ass we needed, right? We were talking about it forever, and me and Jay are both just always super busy. So we were finally able to get a day where we could both get out here, get a little work done. And it's definitely, little breath of fresh air, because we thought it was gonna be way worse. But we ain't done, obviously, right? And we're not even done with this video, because I was talking to Jay, and he brought up a good point. We ain't started this in a hot minute, right? In fact, the last time I think it ran is when Scott drove it in here, and that's not good. Never let him sit like that. We always talk about it, and here I am, right? Doing the same thing. So Scott, I apologize. I know you told me to, drive it around a little bit, whatever. Instead, I pushed it around the shop. That was stupid. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, not gonna do it tonight because, it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. But tomorrow, we're gonna come down here, we're gonna fire this thing up, let you guys hear how this thing sounds, and yeah, check oil first. We'll do all that kind of, it's a solid car. You got to see it. It's solid. Yeah, you get it. See you guys tomorrow. Yo, all right. So for all intents and purposes, it's tomorrow. All right, and we're gonna get this thing fired up. Been a minute, so we're gonna go through all the procedures, to make sure that we don't cause any kind of damages to Scott's truck, because this thing is. Wait till I show you under the hood. If you've been watching for a while, you'd already know, because I did a whole walk around, so you can go check that out. But if you want the quick down and dirty, I'm about to show you. All right, so note to self, I should probably open up the door, the carbon monoxide thing, right? But let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? Got the old hood prop right here, because if I remember correctly, things are things. We got a little thing for the dealio here somewhere. Yeah, we got her. Now we do this. This is a two-hand operation, guys. Sure is. We'll be back in a minute. And through the power of television or YouTube, or you get it, I bring you probably the prettiest Y block I've ever seen. Now, don't even worry about that. It might be the only Y block I've ever seen up close, but she's pretty. Pay no attention to the child's baseball bat that is holding up, but yeah, they want to come down a little bit. So we figured this is the best way to do it. So what we're going to do, because I haven't been under this hood in a hot minute, never actually touched anything underneath it. We're going to locate the dipstick. Scott, you want to help me out? Where's it at, buddy? Maybe the other side. Maybe I missed it. Found it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and check the oil and make sure that's legit before we start spinning this thing, because I don't see no puddles or nothing like that, but better safe than sorry. All right, we're going to completely ignore these two wires here with the kind of stripped ends and just kind of chilling, but since that's the way, the battery's disconnected, so we should be fine. But we're gonna, so we'll do this. Got it away. All right, let's see what we got here. We got right on the line between full and at. I'm going to assume that's where Scott put it because we ain't got no puddles and I ain't touched it. But, second time for good measure. Yep. Right there, we're good to go. And all right, let's get to starting this thing. All right, so let's go hook up the old battery over here, you know? What do we got here? She's over here, you know. These old jobbers, they used to hide her down here. So the old round cable on there. We got power, guys. We got power. All right, so yeah. We got here. So we're gonna, well, first let's, all right, see a neutral. Turn the old key, hit the old button to make sure we're good to go. She got plenty of juice. We're gonna play the choke and figure this out for a second here, all right? Do a little bit of choke here. This one over here. So, yeah. There we go. Let's see what this does here. We got a throttle too. We got a throttle lock. Oh, what's that one? Yeah, so that's what that is. The lower choke. We give it the old stab or two there. See how this goes. She'll get there. She'll get there. A stab or two here. All right, we're gonna make sure she's getting fuel. That's what we're doing. Sure she is. But still. All right. So we cranked on it for a little while longer, made sure it's getting fuel, and as you guys can see, we got fuel in the bowl there, that filter there, and she started to stumble a bit, so I was like, oh, well, let me stop playing around here, because I want you guys to get the fire up, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna turn, throw a bunch more choke on this thing. Where's that? Here we go. Hey, and can we pause for a second? Because notice how things come full circle. What is it, 54? Push button start. It's kind of funny how that works, right? Here we go. Oh, look at that guy, huh? Forget about it. Listen to this guy, huh? more choke, a little more choke. She's been sitting for a while. Look at it. There she goes. There we go. Hold on. One more choke, one more choke. We got her, we got her. I took her off the choke too early. And then I killed it. It's all right, it's okay, here we go. Try to turn the key, what am I thinking? There we go, Scotty. Whoa, whoa. Gonna warm up a little bit. There we go, huh? 1954 Ford F-100. Old Babylon. It's a beautiful thing. Well, there you go, guys. I know ever since you saw this thing the first time on the channel, and then when you saw me pushing it around the shop, everybody's like, let's hear it run. Well, there you go. So, I don't think this counts as a will it run video because Scott did an amazing job putting his truck together, so we knew it was going to run. And it dawned on me as me and Jerry were messing with the truck that you guys never saw it run because I didn't record it when he drove it to the shop, and that was the only time I seen it run. So, well, there you go. So now we all know she runs great. There's the only thing left for it is for me and Jay to get together, finish this region here up, make it look just as good as she sounds and runs and is put together. And yeah, so there's going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff, guys, because a lot of stuff we're doing is like a half a step like more exciting than watching paint dry, you know? So a lot of taking stuff on and off, making sure it all fits. This way it's all adjusted, so when we do shoot paint, we're not doing all the adjustments afterwards and scratching stuff up. That being said, it's a lot of cool stuff to come in this truck. You see some body work is body work, but like I said earlier, we're going to try and get one of them inflatable, what do you call them, guys? Paint boots? Yeah, one of them. And see what we can do there. Seen a lot of cool stuff going on there. There's all sorts of ways to paint a vehicle, like without having a paint booth, where it still comes out good. And I've tried them all, I think. Never tried the inflatable thing. We're going to check that out. And make sure you guys keep watching right here, because she's coming back, and you're going to see all of that. But until then, guys, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.